Lesson 6, subtracting decimal numbers. Again, this one's pretty simple because we've already done whole numbers. This is just same thing, but with decimals. So similar to adding, most important thing to make sure you don't make a little mistake is to line up the decimals. Really important. And then subtract from right to left. So again, starting with the smallest so that you can borrow if you need to. Okay, so if needed. Okay, so write those down. Again, pause anytime you need to understand what's going on. Okay, but let's do a practice. So let's say we've got 2 and then decimal 3, 7. And let's subtract 0.03. Let's put a 1 here. Okay, I'm going to use a different color. Now remember, I can add however many zeros I want after a decimal. So this is an invisible 0 right here. And similar to when we did whole numbers, right? If you need to go back and rewatch subtracting whole numbers, it's on my channel. But 0 subtract 1, I can't do that because this top number is smaller than the bottom number. So I need to borrow. So he goes down by 1, he becomes a 6, and he goes up by 10, which 0 plus 10 is 10. Basically, it just means you add a 1 in front. That's what going up by 10 means. Now, 10 minus 1, well, I can do that. That's 9. And 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 0, no borrowing needed. 3 minus 0 is 3. Now this is where it's important. You need to have your decimals lined up so that you know where your decimal goes. 2 minus 0, well, that's 2. 2.339. There you go. Let's do another one. Do one more. Let's go into the hundreds. Yeah, 136 point, let's say 27. And then we'll subtract, line up our decimals, 2 point, let's say 6. There we go. Again, I'm going to switch colors. Now, if you don't like having kind of nothing here, remember those empty spots at the end can always just be filled with zeros, right? As long as it's after the decimal, you can always just add a 0. So 7 minus 0, well, you're taking away nothing, so that's 7. 2 minus 6, again, smaller number on top. You can't subtract that as is, you need to borrow. So I take 1 from here and I add 10 to here. So 2 plus 10 is 12. Again, it just means you add 1 to the front. 12 minus 6 is 6. Decimals. Line up your decimals. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. Remember, I taught you guys in previous videos, I don't subtract. I don't take 5 and then subtract 2 and have 3 left. I count up because I find that that's easier. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 3. I just like to work in addition instead of subtraction. 3 minus, there's nothing here. Again, we know that's a 0, so 3 minus 0 is 3. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 133.67. Okay, do your practice, and then on to your Excel.